Alrighty, so this is going to be a video of all my project vehicles and vehicles I own and what I'm going to do with them. So I guess we'll just start out first with this 1985 Mazda RX-7. Get my shadow out of the way. It's basically just a parts car or just something like that. It's just going to sit here as a project until I either put a motor in it or something, because I mostly just bought it to get into RX-7s and see what they're all about before I actually bought one. And I bought this one, and it's got rust and all sorts of things wrong with it. And I'm gonna open this, no motor, just a transmission. And the interior is mostly gutted. You see there's still some interior pieces, but like the radio and that console's all torn up. There's no back interior, so I just basically put extra wheels and some other parts to the RX-7 in here as a storage unit. But for right now, this is going to be a parts car for my other one I currently have that is running and driving. But maybe eventually I'll put a motor in it or something into this car and restore it or something. But that's going to be later in the future, because right now it's just not worth it, and I don't have the time to do it. All right, we'll move on to the next car. Alrighty, so this is my 2006 Ford Fusion SEL. It's maroon. It's just kind of here as a parts car for my other Fusions that I have running. This is my first ever parts car I bought, but it just kind of just sits here, and I rob parts off it every now and then. Tell it's got tons of parts in it, but it's been here for quite some time. It's wrecked, and it has a salvage title on it, so it can't be put back together or anything. All right, moving on to the next car, which is, I guess we'll just do this one here. We'll get all the junk crashed parts cars first, and then we'll go to the running cars. This is my 2008 Ford Fusion SEL. I bought this as a parts car to fix up another 2008 Ford Fusion because it was wrecked in the front. This car had good body panels and had a good rear bumper. This is the bumper off the other one, but it just sits here. It's also for parts. I've robbed parts off it, like these door latches and stuff like that, and just some other ins and outs pieces. So it just sits here. I probably will get rid of it and sell it as a running parts car. It does run, or I'll just take it to the junkyard. We'll see. But it also has these frame horns I want to take out of it, put on the next car I'm going to show you guys. Alright, so the next car we got here is the 2008 Ford Fusion SEL Sport Appearance Package. This is the one I got out of Oklahoma that was going to be Black Betty. Hi, kitty. It was going to be the Black Betty that I was going to fix up and restore the crashed parts, since it has no rust. But another one came available, so this one just kind of got parked and sits here now. It still runs, it just doesn't drive. The transmission has a hole in it. So maybe in the way future, I might swap the motor out of this car and put in this car. But for right now, it's just going to sit here as it is, because I don't have anywhere to work on it really, and it's got a lot of work to do. All right, we'll move on to the next car. All right, so this is my 2010 Ford Fusion Sport. It's also another parts car. No, it has a salvage title, and it was repoed, so it just kind of sits here. It also has no key. It doesn't run. I basically just use it for parts. I bought it for the wheels and these rocker panel moldings to put on my other car, which we'll show here in a minute, because it's hard to get those rocker panels and wheels for a decent price. So buying the car is literally the cheapest option to get those. But I mean, every single body panel, except for maybe, well, even this door is dented. Basically every single panel in this car, except for, I guess, the hood maybe, has damage to it, except for the rocker panels and wheels, of course. But other than that, it's just parts. You see on the inside, it's just junk. Somebody took a knife and cut these seats or something. Mad at somebody, but no, it just sits here as a parts car. Eventually, once I get the wheels and rocker panel molding off, I'll sell it as either a parts car or I'll just take it to scrap, whatever. Usually I post the cars as a parts car first, see if anybody wants it, let it sit there, drop it down in price, and if nobody buys it, I just take it to scrap, because if nobody's gonna buy it, why let it sit here longer and longer and longer? So, alright, on to the next car. Alright, this is my 1968 Ford F250, sorry. This truck I got for free. It was on a property that basically just had an abandoned house on it, and it had just sat there for years and years and years. So I asked them if I could have it. They let me have it. Got it for free. It was a good thing I did, because later, about a year later or so, that house caught on fire and burned up the whole house. There was a small garage that kind of fallen over. It got burned up. There was another car there, a Crown Victoria. It got burnt to a crisp. So where this truck was sitting, it would have got burnt and totaled too. So this truck does run. It just still needs a brake line fix. Other than that, runs and drives. All right, next vehicle. All right, this is my 2000 Ford F450 7.3 diesel. This is just basically my towing rig or work truck. So basically, whenever a Fusion or another car comes available, I take this and the trailer and go pick it up. I mean, it's in good condition. I think it only has like 160,000 miles, something like that. But I mean, I've taken it all over in it. It's a good truck. It's basically just my workhorse. All right, next vehicle. This is my 2008 Ford Fusion SE that was wrecked, and then we basically just fixed the hood and bumper and some other pieces, because we're going to be selling it here as part of our Ford Fusion flipping series here. This is the car that, as soon as I get a couple more things fixed on it, we're going to sell. I did get the license plate, so we'll put that on, and then once the title gets here and everything, we'll post her for sale. But yeah, runs and drives good. Just basically, we're going to sell it and then get the money for that and go on to another car, but do need to sell this one. All right, on to the next vehicle. All right, so the rest of the vehicles are inside. Next one we're going to do is this 2008 Ford Fusion SEL Red. This is the one I got from Oklahoma also, the same place I got that wrecked black Fusion that had the front end damage. That is the original Black Betty. This one is basically just my daily driver. It's parked in here now since I've been driving the that blue 2008 Ford Fusion that we're flipping. But yeah, this car is just, it's a good car. I just haven't been driving it lately because I've been driving the other one since we got it. And once we sell that one, then I'll be back to driving this one. But yeah, this is a good car. It's basically my daily driver. All right, on to the next car. All right, so this is my 2008 Ford Fusion SEL Sport Appearance Package. This one is the one that I bought after I gave up trying to fix that other Fusion that looks just like this that I just showed out, parked kind of in my junkyard, so to say. Yeah, I bought this one because I saw it for sale, and it's literally just like that other one, and it sold for a good price, and I really like it. So this is the new Black Betty. It's all done. It's kind of dirty for sitting inside, but I don't drive it that much because I don't want to put the miles on it. But it's a good car. It's got low miles. I'll show you the inside. This is why I got it, for the red seats and the Sport Appearance Package. There's a video about this car on my YouTube channel also that shows why the Sport Appearance Package is such a good package on these cars. Alright, on to the next vehicle. Alright, this is my 2010 Ford Fusion SE V6. This is the car that I bought before I had any of the other Fusions. This is like my almost first car. So yeah, this one I really like because it's the newest out of all of them, but it just rides the nicest and has pretty low miles for its age. It's also green, which is a 1-year option on the 2010. It's a 1-owner vehicle, so it's never been wrecked also. So yeah, this car is just my nice car. It's not my daily driver, but it can be my daily driver. I guess you call it a second daily driver. But all right, on to the next vehicle. This is the last vehicle out of all of them. This is my 1983 Mazda RX-7. This one I bought because I had that other RX-7 first, and then I was like, well, I want a running and driving one. I don't want to spend all that money to put a motor and transmission and restore that other car because it's going to cost more than it would be to buy one already running and driving. So this one came available. It's in pretty good shape. The guy owned it for 20 plus years, so he took good care of it. It's gray and also has the red interior. I really wanted a red on red interior, but this one works. So yeah, it's very nice inside. It only has like just under 100,000 miles. I think it has like 96 or 97,000. Guess we could look real quick. Let's see how many miles are on this car. Yeah, so it's kind of hard to see, but it says 96,000 miles, which is pretty low for the age being a 1983. So yeah, this is basically just my weekend driver, my kind of old classic car. So yeah, but that's all my vehicles that I have and the projects that I'm doing with them. So yeah, all the ones in the garage right now are, except for that red one, are parked for the winter, but the rest of them, they are outside, and because they either don't run or they're just for parts or they're too big to fit in here. So, but yeah, that's all my cars.